Good evening. My name is Phil Easter, historian and writer from Baltimore, Maryland, also known as the Amazing Memory Man. We're recording tonight on Monday, September 30th, 2024. This is story number 63 on my YouTube channel, which is Phil Easter, the Amazing Memory Man. Former President Jimmy Carter was born on October 1st, 1924 in Plains, Georgia. So tomorrow, on October 1st, 2024, former President Carter will be 100 years old. How wonderful to live to be at least 100, the first American president to ever reach that milestone. Jimmy Carter graduated from the Naval Academy in 1946, and he was married to Rosalind on July 7th of the same year, 1946. Their marriage lasted for 77 years. Rosalind died last year on November 19th, 2023. Jimmy Carter was in the Navy for some years, and then in 1971, he was elected governor of the state of Georgia. He served one term from 1971 to 1975. In 1976, he ran for president of the United States, nominated by the Democratic Party, and he defeated Republican Gerald R. Ford, who had succeeded President Richard Nixon when Nixon resigned in 1974. So Carter was elected in America's bicentennial year of 1976 and served one term from January 20, 1977 to January 20, 1981. One of the great achievements of his presidency was to help arrange the peace treaty between Israel and Egypt. In 1978, the Prime Minister of Israel and the President of Egypt met with Jimmy Carter at Camp David, Maryland, the popular retreat that many presidents use when they want to get away from the White House for a little while. They go to Camp David, Maryland, and there the agreement was reached. And later, the Prime Minister of Israel and the President of Egypt were awarded the Nobel Peace Prize that year. But many years later, in 2002, Jimmy Carter became just the third American president to ever win the Nobel Peace Prize for a combination of his efforts at peace throughout many countries, including the Israel-Egypt peace agreement back in 1978, and also for some of his humanitarian work as an ex-president. One organization called Habitat for Humanity, Jimmy Carter has done a lot of work for them. And so he won the Nobel Peace Prize in 2002, just the third American president. The other two, by the way, were Theodore Roosevelt in 1906 and Woodrow Wilson in 1919. And Carter, now the third American president to ever win the Nobel Peace Prize. But we're very happy that former President Carter can celebrate his 100th birthday tomorrow on October 1st, 2024. At some future time, I will do a longer story about the presidency of Jimmy Carter. But for now, I just want to have a way to honor him on reaching this great milestone of living for a whole century. And I'm happy to say that I met the former president one time here in Baltimore back on October 16th, 1987, after he gave a speech at Schreiber Hall on the campus of Johns Hopkins University. I briefly met him before he left the building. That was one day before my 35th birthday, back in 1987. So God bless Jimmy Carter, America's 39th president, who will be 100 years old, October 1st, 2024. This is Phil Easter, the Amazing Memory Man. We'll see you next time for another story on another subject. Thank you and good night.